The secularized worship industry promotes 10 lies about the nature and purpose of worship in the church. And why do they do this? They do it in order to sell billions of dollars of costly idols to churches of all sizes and descriptions. The phenomenon that we're seeing in our time is not new. We see parallels to these things in the history of Israel's departure from the true temple worship that God had commanded. Today, much of what is falsely called the evangelical church is dominated by so-called churches that are, in fact, false temples. What is the result when such ungodly thinking invades the church? Some of what results is utterly pagan and completely out of control. Some of it may have a more conservative appearance, but it is in fact stage acting, using the musical and performance patterns of the unbelieving world. Much of it uses the Bible as nothing more than a stage prop, and encourages people to respond to the so-called worship team in any way they see fit. Once again, everyone doing what is right in his own eyes instead of obeying the Lord.
I'm going to invite you to put your hands together. And if you want to jump, then jump. If you want to stare, then stare. But we're going to go in tonight. You ready?
Today's false temples are characterized by predominantly unregenerated leadership, guiding a largely unregenerated membership into what is, in fact, a multifaceted form of idol worship. You may hear some biblical-sounding words, but Jesus condemned these false temples and their leaders. He said, "This people honors me with their lips, but their heart is far from me." Again, the Holy Spirit spoke of such charlatans through the Apostle Paul in 2 Corinthians chapter 11. "For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into apostles of Christ. And no wonder, for Satan himself transforms himself into an angel of light. Therefore it is no great thing if his ministers, that is, Satan's ministers, also transform themselves into ministers of righteousness, whose end will be according to their works."